Hi everyone, Scorp here. Starting a new playthrough of Duelist the Roses Gemini 2. So I went ahead, found the Dragon starter deck. Took way longer than I wanted it to, but you know, sometimes you just get unlucky with names. And then I went ahead and I threw in a set of just a bunch of passwords that I thought I might need or could want. So that I could actually, you know, use this deck. So I basically just threw in every single dragon password I could find. And passwords for the rituals. But somebody asked me to play this with a Beastful starter deck, or leader, so I have a feeling we're going to do a lot of farming to start with. Which is slightly annoying, but it's okay. So we have some options here. So looking at the starter deck, right, we have a couple weak dragons. I believe Fairy Dragon in this mod doubles the strength of healing abilities, which is really good while it's in face-up defense. Don't use this against Taya. You'll regret it. This will fuse into Red Eyes. We just need to have dragons to do it, dark dragons. So I'll be looking to put in some dark dragons if I can. Let's see. Yamatano make Yamadron, which is buffed. Not terrible. Parrot Dragon. Sky Dragons. The Sky Dragons fuse with the Ghoul with an Appetite to make Cursed. Which you can use to make Red Eyes, but that's a ridiculous thing to do. I am not going to use the Kurama stuff. Still Redbird, I believe, just wrecks Warriors. We'll leave that in for a certain Tristan. I'm going to see which cards we can take out here. Giant Mech Soldier can definitely go. Get rid of Fire Yaru. Yeah, Pyros are not very great in this deck since we don't have any Aquas. Hinotama is terrible. We do have Follow Wind, which is kind of annoying since I don't really want to play that. But I did put in like 8 passwords, so we will go ahead and toss out a whole bunch of cards. Mountain Warrior does buff things on mountain terrain. Ooh, I put in more than that. Wow. Kurama's definitely going before I end up using it. We're not going to deal with any machine stuff for a little bit. We don't need... Jig and Bogdan's effect system is obnoxious. I missed any dragons I want in. I don't think so. Okay, we're good. Cool. So, revamping the deck a little bit. We're not even going to go over to Taya. We could definitely go beat up Taya. Like, Taya's not a problem. Well, actually, she probably would be a problem for this deck. Ew. Okay, let's go beat Taya first. Prove that we can do it. This might actually be a problem, though. She does have this thing where she makes herself invincible in this mod. Oh, we drew one of the cards I really wanted. Okay. Forget, what does Sky Dragon do? Well, it doesn't really matter. I know I want to play this. I don't think we're gonna need Yamatano. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to make the Yamadron. Really could use some spellcasters for this deck, or fiends. I do believe she has a couple spellcasters in her deck, so we might be able to get some of those. I'm just gonna show how bad of an idea this is. Do not do this. See, it doubles the healing, right? Don't do that. Do not do what I just did. It is a huge mistake. Goodbye. That was a lot of HP. So, I know what Crawling Dragon does. It doesn't get over this, but it's going to set up so that other things can get over it, because it makes mountain terrain. Okay, Taya, I don't know what you just pushed towards me, but it can't be that good. Oh, a Wicked Worm Beast. Okay. Gives me a little bit more mountain to work with. I'm just gonna get rid of this tune. I made Yamajron for fun. Well, this will work. Skull Redbird's not very great on this map, but Crimson Sunbird, excellent against when I can make mountain terrain, so super solid so far. I have a feeling we're going to win by forced resignation. Oh no, Frog the Jam! She played a card to double her healing. No! So she actually has two cards in her deck that double healing. That and, I forget the other one. I think it's Amazoness of the Seas or something, or Enchanted Mermaid, something like that. But yeah, so far so good, honestly. The only problem is I can't kill that. Yet. I will be able to, but just not this turn. Oh, I need to summon right here. Oh, should I just show off that Frog the Jam and Fairy Dragon's effects are multiplicative? Okay, so Neko Gal is now on mountain terrain. So now I should be able to actually, you know, get rid of it. Oh, this is kind of big, so... I do also want to say, dragons in general did not get nearly as much of a buff as every other type in the game. That's pretty much because they were already super strong, so I didn't give them as much as the other cards got. Now, you can say that's my logic, but then you can also say that I'm a hypocrite because of what I did to Insect. So, I don't mind. Now, I just hit her directly here, but it's just faster for me to just play a card here and pass my turn. And forced resignation. Woohoo! Okay, so Eldine's not terrible. Frog the Jam's actually not bad either. That's a fairy's gift. Not terrible. Hey, we got an Eldine. Hey, guess we go for Frog the Jam? If we wanted to make a healing deck, we have quite a bit of ability to make a healing deck. But I don't know what I was worried about. Teo was pretty easy. Also, Mr. Tristan over here would be pretty easy with Gil Redbird. I believe that card should just solo the game, I think. Against him. But both of these are spellcasters. I already got rid of, like, almost all of my Pyros. So we'll just take that out and Firegrass. Firegrass would only pretty much fuse with Tyhones, Crawling Dragons, and the Sky Dragons, which is not great. I'm not going to use Frog the Jam because I took out all the Pyros. But we need to actually go to Custom Duel. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to get all of the Beaskulls and all of the Beaskull Dragons in particular, because that was requested as leader. So we better go get that, and then I'll also rank it up. So we go here. B-Dragon Jungle King should be in the slots, I believe. It should be, because if not, I don't know how you get extras. This is not password. It'd be an incarnation. So yay, we can get an extra Jungle King, right? Oh. Why this slot's just not going to cooperate. Okay. Go again. Okay, got it. Okay, now save state again. Trihorn's one of the cards we probably want, so... Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this for probably the next 5 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, I believe I got enough. Go check. I got to Captain on B-Dragon Jungle King in the meantime. Doesn't get any abilities, but I did. So we'll just go ahead and remove some cards. These Sky Dragons are so bad. You know what? All of those can go. Oh. That has to stay as leader until I get the first rank. So I'm just going to show you guys how I set this up. I will change out my leader and do the next 6 duels of this. I am just going. So I forgot something, and when you're using SP recharge rate, set this to 12, especially when you're doing. What did you possibly equip? Oh, Trollbird. Probably. So the first turn, the SP recharge rate does nothing. But the second turn, you get to do something like this. So, that. If I don't have a creature to play, I am going to rank up something that I care to get multiple copies of, like Komori Dragon. Because Komori Dragon is really good. Again, nothing I really care for, so I am going to rank up a Meteor Dragon. I don't need any of these. Okay, and we just need to find one last creature. None of this matters. Ooh, funny. And then you just pass turns. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do several duels, and I'll be right back. Okay, a couple duels later. And more promotions. And that's Secretary of Defense. Sweet. Make sure and save, or you'll be mad at yourself. I didn't do other creatures for every single duel, but I did do them for a couple. But we do need rid of... I'm going to take out... I need to duplicate Blackland Fire Dragons, first off. So we can put Jungle King in the deck. I don't want to just play, like, Unga Bunga Dragons. I prefer to actually play Fusions. But... Hey. Slow down. So, just gonna duplicate a couple cards. I don't need to 3 in a row these. I literally just need to get a single copy per slot. Per graveyard, so, like... Hey, perfect. Cool. Okay. All my black lands. And then we'll do the same with Tyhone. Sure. I do know that I can't have a super expensive deck for a little bit, so... Well, we go for the 3 in a row. Didn't get it. Oops. I did not need this. So... Okay. Build deck. Remove. And we'll just... We definitely need Meteor Dragon. After we're done with this, we'll completely rebuild the deck, and then we'll go duel ourselves. And this is going to be overkill because the start of this game does not necessitate this level of grinding. That is absolutely sure. We could definitely do the early game pretty easily. The only problem is we aren't going to actually get any of these cards for a while. Like, it's actually quite difficult for us to farm up actually good cards. because the person that plays Dark Dragons is the final boss on this side. And unfortunately, you can't farm the final boss on the side, on the first side, before you go to the second side, because the game just kicks you to the second side immediately. So we'll actually have a little bit of an issue farming this deck, but... Cool. Okay, build. Anything else that I wanted to duplicate? I did kind of want to duplicate, like... Oh, my problem is... My only way to go into a Trihorn is with Ghoul with an Appetite. Oh, man. I do have... Brawling Dragon. I don't really want to duplicate Brawling Dragon. It's kind of a bad card. We'll just have to make do with this. Would kind of like to have duplicated Ghoul with an Appetite, though. Oh well. We'll call this good enough, and we'll see if we can hit some good stuff on a Reincarnation. I'm going to go ahead and refill our deck here with cards we want. Can't take that out of the square button. I will only put one of each of these really big dragons in, just to keep the deck cost down a bit if I can. One Dragon King sounds good. Yamatano's great. If I were going for some good fusions, I might put those ones in. I'm gonna put in the Sky Dragons because I can use them with... I can do these and put in Heat. I'm putting this singular Ghoul with an Appetite I have. Put in Mountain Warrior. Still Red Bird's gonna go in because we're gonna have to deal with Tristan soon. Or as one of the next people, and I'd like that in the deck. Try to keep the deck cost down a little. Both of these I can't actually utilize. Yet. We'll get there, but I can't do that yet. That just leaves 2 more of those. And a couple more baby dragons, I guess. Sure. It's 1,030 on the deck cost. That's expensive. We'll go ahead and save. We'll do, I don't know, like 1 duel against ourselves today. Hopefully we can just do 1. Hopefully he just starts with a dragon treasure. Oh, I didn't change the SP charge rate. Well, he played the only equip, so that means he played a dragon treasure. And we drew incredibly well. Jungle King's effect might come up later. I believe it's Man-Eaters. There's actually several creatures that got Man-Eaters effect. So I didn't really know what to do with them. Pretty much the reason why they got that. Sir? Yes, okay. That summoning power problem. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Well, we need a Tyhone with our hand. And we'll be fine. Good thing that that's a wind. Wind is strong against Jark. I don't know what he would have played in the corner, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Not a great draw, but we'll make it work. Metal Morph is utterly useless in this matchup on this field. I don't want to use Metal Morph on a field that is all mountain. That seems terrible. This is why you set the SPU charge rate, by the way, so you don't have to deal with opponents that have infinite summoning power. It's not fun. But conveniently, our opponent's just done for here. Oh, hey. Oh, this isn't lethal. I should have lethaled him. I literally could have walked over one space and lethaled him, and I did not do it. I'm not going to get punished for my insolence, but... Okay. The AI is horrific in the game. Why did it do that? I know it wanted lethal by attacking me directly, but why? I have no shame. Hey, we got it. Nice. There's nothing we really want. Sky Dragon's the next best card, because we don't have a bunch of them. Hey, what a great moth. Okay. Well, that's going to do it for today. I am going to remove one card here real quick. Namely a baby dragon for a dragon treasure. Yeah, our deck's okay. But it's lacking some things. So, yeah. I think I'm good to call it here. We'll reconvene tomorrow. Let me know what you think. I know that you guys probably think I just did way too much farming, and you're definitely right, because that took way too long. But yeah. Any other ideas for playthroughs? I know after this is Insect. And yeah, like and comment and enjoy. Have a nice day.